and welcome back to the fourth video in our video blog series. For those of you that have watched the previous weeks, you'll know that myself and Erika have been following Cambridge weight plan. We set ourselves a challenge to see how much weight we could lose in 4 weeks, and we're both aiming for a stone. We're doing the Soul Source Plus plan, so that involves 3 or 4 Cambridge meal replacements a day and 3 to 4 litres of water. Now, in the first week, Erika lost £9, which was fantastic, and the second week she lost another £3, totalling £12 in just 2 weeks. So we never know, it's end of week 3 today, it's weigh-in day. She could well have achieved that stone in just 3 weeks. Myself, I lost £8 in the first week, then I lost £3 in the second week, which is £11 in 2 weeks in total. I was really made up with that. As I said last week, I can now get back into all my clothes. I've been sat in my wardrobe for about the last year, so £11 is great. Still working on getting rid of those other 3, want to achieve the stone that I set myself. So without going into the detail on week 3 at the moment, what we'll do is we'll do the weigh-ins, see what the end of week 3's brought, and then we'll have a little bit of a review on how the last week's been. Okay, so it's end of week 3 weigh-in for me. Well, let's just have a look what the scales say. Here we go. So my weight this week is 10 stone, £3 8 ounces, 65.2 kilograms. That's another £2. That makes £13 in 3 weeks. Very pleased with that.
Weigh in week 3, let's see how I've done this week. So that's 10 stone 3.6 or 65.2. So that's another £2 off this week, so that's £14 in 3 weeks. Feel fantastic. So the start of this weight loss vlog, we wanted to lose £14 in 4 weeks. I've lost another £2 this week, so that's £14 in 3 weeks. Well chuffed with that. So we're now going to carry on for another week and see how much more weight I can lose.
So Erika's achieved £14 in just 3 weeks. Obviously £9 the first week, £3 the second week, another £2 today. So that's fantastic news. Just beat my hands down. However, the challenge was for 4 weeks. I've lost another 2 today, totaling £13. So I've only got £1 to go, and I've got another week to go. So I'm sure I'm going to hit that by the end of next week. Week 3 I found to be the most challenging on the plan for me. As I said at the beginning, the first few days on the plan were a little bit difficult, but I was feeling really motivated, so I got through them. This week I've had a 70th birthday party that I went to. I've had a family meal. I went out, I went to both. I wasn't going to become a social hermit just because I'm following a real meal replacement plan, so I attended both. Everybody's best friend, because I was a driver, so everybody could have a drink, and I was quite happy to drive. No hangovers for me the next day while everybody else was suffering, so win-win, and I managed a weight loss, so absolutely made up with myself. I think the munchy demons have creeped in a bit this week as well, so just randomly I'd be driving past Subway and just think, oh, I could just murder someone for a Subway salad. But it's not worth it. I've not been tempted, to be honest. They've popped into my head and they've disappeared as quick as they've popped in. The weight loss that I'm getting at the moment and the change that it's made to me is just too much to put on the line really and risk that. I want to keep going right to the end as I promised. Then I'll be moving on to the maintenance side of things. So I think one of the highlights for me this week have been that, as you know, I'm an independent Cambridge consultant, so I do see people every week on this plan that are obviously losing weight. They're all on different steps. Now, me going onto this plan myself has given everybody a renewed motivation for the plan, and we've had some great successes. A lot of my clients are doing this plan alongside me, and everybody's achieving really good rates of weight loss. So aside from my own weight loss, that's making me feel really good as well. Okay, so I've had a number of questions since I started the plan from people. One of the big questions that everybody wants to know is, aren't you hungry? You're not eating conventional food, you're having meal replacements, you must be starving. Well, the answer to that is, for the first couple of days, I was quite hungry, as you all know. Since then, the plan's been plain sailing. I don't really get hungry. Every now and then I get a rumbly tummy. It just means I'm due for another shake or a soup or a smoothie. So I'll have that, drink my water, and then that feeling's gone, and I'm fine then for another 4 or 5 hours till my next product's due. The reason for this is the ketone levels. Now, what happens when you're on this plan after a few days? You deplete the carbs within your system, so your body then has to switch to fat burning. When your body's in a fat burning mode, you have raised ketone levels in your blood, and what they basically do is they buffer the signal from your stomach to your brain. So when your stomach's shouting at your brain, feed me, the ketone levels buffer that, stop the signal actually reaching the brain, and that's what takes the hunger away. So the plan is relatively easy to follow. Sometimes it takes a little bit of working out. You've got to make sure that you've got the products with you. I've had a couple of long days where I've been in meetings all day, so you've got to make sure that you're prepared for that. But I just take bars with me, I take the pre-mixed cartons with me, I make sure I've got plenty of bottles of water in the car, so it's not really been an issue. There's been no messing with what can I eat, what can't I eat. I just get my 4 products out in the morning, all my 8 bottles of water, and I know that once I've got those on the side, as long as by the end of the day they've all been consumed, then I know the plan will work brilliant for me. So that's the end of week 3 weigh-in. As I said, Erika's hit a stone. Erika's smashed that. That's absolutely fantastic. She's looking so much better. I've hit 13 pounds now, so with only 1 pound to go, I am 100% confident that I'm going to be standing in front of you all next week and telling you that I've achieved that. So watch this space.